Good morning. This is Bay Area Cares, a program where we get to identify and highlight people doing really great things around the Bay Area via nonprofits, fundraisers, and benefits. And this morning, I'd like to welcome Eileen Caponio. She is the president of Children's Hospital branches. Now, we have been affiliated, our radio stations, with Children's Hospital in Oakland and San Francisco for many years, and we've got our Day of Giving coming up November 29th. Branches is a little bit separate. So first, Eileen, welcome, and tell me how you got involved.
Well, to be honest with you, after my children grew up and I had raised money for them and their schools, I decided that I needed to find a better need and a better fill for children in the Bay Area. So I had a girlfriend who was a member, and that was 22 years ago. So for 22 years, I've been president of my local branch here in the East Bay, Rowan branch. There are 10 branches that exist right now that are left from the many that it started with.
Excellent. And what is Children's Hospital branches?
So it is basically women who are philanthropists who want to raise money for the Children's Hospital, now the UCSF, Benioff Children's Hospital. We have to remember to say that all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a group of women. We have a branch as young as teenagers in high school, the Bud Branch in Alameda. And then we have women up to the age of 95 who find their own ways to raise funds for the hospital.
So you're a philanthropic division.
Very, yes, yes.
Gotcha. Wow, 95. That is so great.
Yes, and the 95-year-old recipient just received our Alice Bullard Award, which is an award given to someone who has been there for a very long time, which she has, and actually her daughter as well, who was just our past president, Lucy Talbot, was. So yes, she was a member of her branch for 70 years, I believe it's been. Yeah.
And how can our listeners get involved if obviously if they have children or extra time to volunteer or donate? How does one get involved?
Absolutely. We have a website, children'shospitalbranches.org. All questions can be answered there, and there's a box to find out any information. You can fill in your name, phone number. One of us will reach out to you. So yes, that is the place to go.
And tell me, what other roles does it play besides raising funds?
Well, to be honest with you, we get a wish list every year from the Hospital Foundation. We work very closely with them, and they give us things that equipment or programs that maybe the hospital can't afford to produce at that time. And we have, even though we are only 10 branches, in compared, we've raised millions of dollars for the hospital. But we have about, I don't know, about 6 or 7 different events in the branches, and they produce from, it could be a popcorn sale, it could be a letter writing campaign. We have a debutante ball. We have a shopping spree where vendors come in and women have lunch and shop and look at a fashion show. Yeah, we just a plethora of different ways that women raise the money for these programs and for this equipment. We are the only pediatric level 1 trauma center hospital in the Bay Area. And because of the fact that we do not turn away any child, regardless of their ability to pay, about 70% are either uninsured or underinsured. So these funds truly go to things that are desperately needed at the hospital.
What, if you don't mind sharing, what is the big item on the wish list that you're raising funds for?
So this year it is for the neurology program. They are headsets that are attached to the baby's heads, children's heads, and they can be monitored actually from home. And that will really help the doctors, especially in this wave after COVID. So much happens at home now, by
How did COVID affect you guys as far as fundraising?
It was quite um, the slap in the face, but we had actually had a SIPS in the City, which is an event that we put on for the first time in 2019 at the Salesforce Tower, top 61st floor.
Fun.
It's a winery tasting event with food pairing. And we had planned ours for 2020. And of course, that didn't happen. So we found our way through Zoom and,
Mm-hmm.
and Blue Jeans. I mean, so many ways, but we actually produced our shopping spree online. The popcorn sale came up online because of this. So we managed to muddle through and still managed to raise some monies. We have Bambino Thrift Shop also,
Oh, nice.
which is the thrift shop in downtown Oakland. And they are part of our community. And so that is a wonderful place to go and shop and donate.
Let's give the website one more time. It's children'shospitalbranches.org. If you're just tuning in, we're speaking with Eileen Caponio. She is the president, and this is a philanthropic organization. As she mentioned, they get a wish list from Children's Hospital, UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital, and they work on raising funds and have been very successful. She said in the millions and millions of dollars, which, you just can't. You can't beat that. And for all that you do, it's just fabulous. So again, children'shospitalbranches.org for more information. You mentioned a couple of events. What else do you have as an annual fundraiser?
Well, all of those events that I just mentioned they all happen annually.
Right.
Each different branch has their own and produces it at different times. Spring, and this one's in the fall, November. The shopping sprees are usually in the early spring. And then we had an Oktoberfest at Lazy K in Lafayette just a couple of weeks ago. So they run all through the year, and they run every year.
Right. Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, Eileen. Thank you for all that you do. Please continue on. And for anybody else that's just joining us, it's Children's Hospital Branches, a philanthropic branch, if you will, off of UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals. And there are 10. So are they just located all around the Bay Area?
All around the Bay Area. That's right. All around the Bay Area.
Probably find one that's located near you. And if you've
absolutely
got time to volunteer, to donate, if your child has ever needed the facility, you know how fundraising is so badly needed because, as Eileen mentioned, no child is ever turned away due to lack of insurance or funds. So
and I'd like to quote my colleague Christina Smith. She said, "It is the most amazing place you hope you never need."
Yeah, I unfortunately I get that. I get that. So thank you for all that you do. And once again, wrapping up children'shospitalbranches.org. Eileen Caponio, the president. This is Bay Area Cares. If you need to reach me or you want to hear past shows or you've got a nonprofit to highlight, please do so at bayareacares.com. That's one word, bayareacares.com. See you next week. And thank you, Eileen.
Thank you.